Hello again. I can't help but notice that Tommy Robinson, founder and former leader of the English Defence League and one-time member of the British National Party, often seems to be in trouble. The nature of the problems vary, but many of them seem to be self-inflicted from what I can see. There are, of course, those who see him as a persecuted martyr and believe that the difficulties he gets into are part of an organised campaign of harassment and intimidation against him, but I'm not so sure about this. Tommy Robinson has been in the news again lately and will, I suspect, soon be going to prison again. He has been convicted of various offences before, but his latest awkward situation is really his own fault. He is, in fact, the architect of his own misfortune. His present pickle stems from Facebook posts which he made in 2018. A Syrian schoolboy had been assaulted, and Robinson suggested that the boy was himself a bully. This turned out to be untrue, and the upshot was that the boy somehow managed to sue Robinson for defamation. There is definitely something a little curious about this because libel actions are enormously expensive, and the legal fees which the teenage boy finally accrued amounted to £500,000. I seriously doubt if this was his own money, and so I must assume that he was being backed and bankrolled by some rich person or organisation. Whether or no, last year the case reached the High Court, and Robinson was found to have defamed the boy, who was awarded damages of £100,000, plus costs of £500,000. As I say, there may be more to this case than meets the eye. Robinson declared himself bankrupt before the case, though, and so has not had to pay a penny of this. In January, a bunch of people, including the libelled boy and the Inland Revenue, got together to try and find any hidden assets which are rumoured to amount to millions of pounds. This is where things get quite interesting. The political group Hope Not Hate paid for an independent expert to try and locate Robinson's supposed assets, which had to be done before a deadline of March the 3rd this year. This was extended and he was due to appear at the High Court on March the 22nd to answer questions about his finances, but did not do so, which may well lead to proceedings for contempt of court. It now appears that he may have been in Mexico at that time with his children. He claims to have been arrested in Mexico at an airport and says that the British government told the Mexicans to deport him as a national security threat. There is some doubt, though, about what actually happened in Mexico and also about Robinson's current whereabouts. It certainly looks as though Hope Not Hate is determined to see how much trouble they can cause Tommy Robinson, and they really have it in for him. They're certainly shooting their mouth off an awful lot about the business. On the other hand, I can't think that the man is doing himself much good by the way he is carrying on. If I had been declared bankrupt and was supposedly penniless, I would probably avoid posting videos online which show me having a holiday in Mexico. I shall be interested to see how this business plays out once he is back in the country and appears at the High Court.